annual flossing. VVS, yeah, I play Animal Crossing. GameCube, 3DS, I ain't never been poor. Used to play Sims 4. Put a little wall around, niggas take the door off, trap 'em in the swimming pool.
Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Sierra, or also known as Sierra the Simmer, and in today's video I will be showing you how I create my realistic male sims. If you haven't watched how I create my realistic female sims, please look at the description box below so you can watch that one as well. All links to everything that I mention or use will be in the description box. So let's start off with the face. This is the first thing that I start with when creating my male sim. So I'm using a base sim. The creators that I use for skins are generally the same creators I use for my females. So this is them. I really love Skins by Trill Queen, KikoVanity. Also a creator, her name is Khadija551. She makes male skins for the most part. I don't think I've ever seen her make a female skin, but I really like using Khadija551 skins, so you can see those right here and right here. So her skins will usually be around this area. KikoVanity's skins usually are at the bottom, so I like using her skins on my males. I'm trying to think of some other skins. Sims, I mentioned Sims in my female skins video. I didn't mention this creator, but Fashion Simsta makes really nice skins for both male and female. So I occasionally will use Fashion Simsta skins. This is a creator that I recently stumbled across. They go by Verze, V-E-R-Z-E. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but you can kind of see it at the bottom. So I like their skins. Sims, KikoVanity, Fashion Simsta, Khadija551, King Black Cinema makes really nice skins. This is a Sim skin, I believe. So I think that might sum up. This is them, of course, usually is at the very top. I don't use this as them skins on my males as much as I used to. Generally on my males, I use Trill Queen, KikoVanity, or Khadija551, and I add a blush on top to blend it if it needs it. Sometimes it doesn't, but I'll get into that. I just wanted to kind of briefly go over my favorite skin creators and just put you onto some of my favorite skin creators that I do use. So this is them overlays. So now we can actually see them. So these are overlays, meaning they're underneath the skin. You'll have to change his skin color under skin or face, I believe. But I do not use overlays anymore. It's almost rare if I use an overlay. I used to when I first started kind of making sims, but like I said in my female sims video, overlays are sort of not hard, but they take a little bit longer to blend. I'll have to find a skin that matches with that overlay perfectly. But here's a overlay by Khadija551. Again, this comes with different swatches. I think I need to take that other skin off. Let's delete all of that. Let me go ahead and find the skin. So I like this skin by KikoVanity. You would then take off the eyebrows. So this right here has no eyebrows because the skin comes with eyebrows. Next, I would generally change his eye color. My favorite eye color is the Context 86 that I mentioned in my female tutorial, and we'll just do some brown eyes. Lips definitely need to be fixed. I do not use lip presets, although I do have them. I don't ever use them because I don't really usually like how they end up looking, but it never hurts to use them and adjust it, but I just never use them. So I just use base game lips and use a lip slider that'll be linked in the description by Teanmoon. So I usually like my male sims lips to be a little on the plump side, depending on how they look if I want their lips to be very plump, very big, or not so much. So next, I'll probably just go through noses. I don't use nose presets on my male Sims at all. Generally, I just use base game noses and just use sliders to adjust as I see fit. So that looks like a pretty decent nose. I will then go to detail edit mode and pull his bridge lower. I'll like move it up and lower. Okay, I do that on all my Sims because you just gotta make sure you look at the side view of your Sims. You want it to look good on every angle, the side and the front. So now his face does not look bad at all, but my favorite things to add more realism are a bottom lip color, as I mentioned in my female tutorial, April Baby 321. Bottom lip color, I would probably go a little less pink. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And I love using nose mask on my Sims. It just adds more depth to their nose. So we have the nose mask Into by Obscurus, I believe. It'll be linked. I use this on my female Sims and my toddler and child Sims as well, even my elder. So we're just gonna find a nose mask that blends with his skin. If it does not blend with his skin at all, like I have moments where I'll use a skin and none of the masks blend with his skin, I'll just opt out of it because it won't look right unless I put like a nice blush that blends it. But this one is way too light for the skin, and this one, it's about as close as it's gonna get. It's a little darker, but I think the skin blend or the skin blush that I'll put over this will mask, I guess, the visibility of it being a little too dark. So now next I would just go to cheeks, which I like to use skin blushes on top of skin sometimes to like blend it and fade the skin together. So my favorite ones, I think the creator's name, I might have to link it because I can't quite remember it right now. I use the skin blends for the most part. I don't typically use this creator's skins. I like putting the blushes on top. So we have this. Obviously this looks crazy, but the trick is to bring the opacity down. So it's blending this blush with the skin, so it just smooths out his skin more. So y'all see how it don't look as crazy as it did when I first put it on, like compared to this. Bring that opacity down. It just makes the skin, you know, even more blushed out or blended in. I do the same thing with my female Sims, although I use like concealers and powders to blend their skins instead of face masks, which this will be considered a face mask. I like this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. But next I'm gonna do hair because I think he needs some hair. He's currently bald, so I'll link all my favorite male hair creators in the description. Diverse King, these locks by Diverse King are really nice. I really like them. Let's see. Brandy Sims is a really good hair creator in general for the black community. Ebonics makes really nice male hairs, braids, twist, cornrows, dreads. But I'm not going to dive too much in detail with hairs. I will have all the creators that I love using on my male Sims in the description. I have a lot of male hairs by this creator. The name of the creator slips my mind at the moment, but of course, it'll either be on the screen or linked in the description. But yeah, let's find some hair that matches him because this will literally be my next step for the most part. I'm thinking like a fade, a nice fade. Maybe it could be a design on the side, like a little cut on the side. Maybe his hair can kind of be browner. I don't know, I'm liking it. He needs some eyelashes. So of course I don't use really super long mink lashes or really long lashes like I do on my female Sims. I typically like using these lashes by MM Sims. They're very like natural and not very long. They just add like a little lash line to them. You can even do the one with the top and bottom, just the top or just the bottom. I typically just do the bottom, so I'll try to just look at some down here. Y'all see how it added some natural looking lashes, nothing too major to them. I'm not very much of a fan of really super long eyelashes on my male Sims, only because it doesn't really look right to me sometimes. It just kind of throws off the look. I don't know. But yeah, I like to keep it real simple, real natural. Let's do his ears. I use LUUMIA's ear presets. Those are the only ones I've been using on both my male and female. These pansy ears are pretty nice too. I don't really use these as much. Got pansy, which these kind of stick out more. That's probably why I don't use them as much, but they're nice. They're okay. But LUUMIA is always going to be my go-to. So we're going to just make his ears like some simple little ears. His nose, I want to just bring it out a little bit more. Let's see. Just play around with the nose. Now he's missing a beard, of course. My favorite facial hairs are by, I really like, This Is Them beards. Ebonics beards. This is a beard by This Is Them. I've been using these beards by Prey Line Sims for a while. My favorite one out of all of these, this beard pack, I think these all came in a whole beard pack, but they'll be linked in the description. N39 David beard by Prey Line Sims is one of my favorites. It goes all the way to the ear, and it's at the top too, but it's different versions of this mustache. But the David one is my favorite. Obviously changed the color. Yeah, and I also like using full beards by Brandy Sims. So we got this beard, this one that kind of has some hair on the sides. I like this beard by Diverse King if I want the beard to be super thick and full and long. But yeah, I think that sums up my favorite beards. The other ones I don't typically use, so we got Prey Line, Diverse King, Brandy Sims, This Is Them, J Sims, and Ebonics. I like to use this Larry's beard by Magic Bot on my like pre-teen male Sims. So my male Sims that are just growing a beard or just starting to grow a beard, I'll use this on them. So it's not very visible. It's very like peach fuzz. It's giving peach fuzz. So and then this beard by Ebonics comes with many different fullness. So we got it going all the way across, just on the chin, so it just keeps getting thicker and longer. I like using that on my Sims a lot. But I think we're gonna just stick with that David beard by Prey Line because that's just my favorite. And I think I'm gonna change his hair back to black to fit the beard. So his look is really coming together. I think his neck needs to be a little not as thick to fit his head. It looked weird at first. Alright, let's get into body presets. Of course, with the males, it's not as much, but I do have quite a little group of them. So I have LUUMIA's height slider or height preset. It's basically a body preset that changes the height of the sim. So you can make them kind of on the shorter end. You can make them really tall. So this is like, you know, like 5'11", and then you got like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". I like using the height slider. Not the height slider, but the body preset that makes them taller. So I'm just going to keep it at this one because it's easier to change up his look and stuff. Let's see. The male Sims is not too much to it. We're going to just summarize everything we went through if you're going step by step with this tutorial. So we got the hairs. I'll have all that linked in the description. Eye presets. I don't use eye presets on my male Sims. I generally just use base game and adjust it with sliders. I do have eye presets by Obscurus. Don't use them. I don't think I've ever tried them out, but I like his eyes right now, so there's not too much to that. Something that I probably forgot to mention was like skin details, so like moles, dimples, scars, just like what I mentioned in my female video. Sometimes I like to put like moles, dimples, scars, acne, just for the realistic aspect. So This is a scar that I've used on a few of my Sims. It's by Praline Sims. It's called N04 Scar. And it's like a scratch on his eyebrow and a scratch on his cheek. This right here where it's just on his eyebrow or just on his cheek, even on his mouth. So y'all can't really see it because of the skin. I wouldn't do it as red. Y'all see how it's kind of faded, but it gives him a little detail in the skin. So I'm going to show y'all without it and then with it. So it's got a scratch underneath his eye, a little bruise under his eye, and then a scratch on his eyebrow. I like to sometimes use that to give them some, you know, more detail to their face. Let's see, scars, dimples. I'll have dimples linked in the description. Dimples, scars, acne. I did the nose mask. I showed y'all the bottom lip color. I don't really use lipstick or lip gloss on my male Sims. Sometimes if their lips aren't blended well with the skin, I'll use like a lip color. And my favorite one to use on my male Sims is Praline Amour. And I'll just do the darkest one and I'll bring the opacity down. So I'll show y'all an example. Like, obviously that's way too pink. We're going to try this color and bring the opacity down. So it gives color to his lips, but obviously we don't really want his lips to be very pink and glowing and glossy. So you're just gonna bring the opacity down. And so this is more so like a color. It does have a gloss to it, but you just want to bring the opacity down to the middle. Typically, if I'm okay with the Sim, I'll like start doing his outfit and stuff, but we're gonna play around with some different skins. Of course, I really like this skin by KikoVanity, but we could play around with different skins just to show. So this is a skin by Khadija 551. Different swatches. We got some with eyebrows, some without, so we would have to put some eyebrows on him for that, but we're gonna obviously stick with the one with the eyebrows. So this skin looks really nice on him with the eyebrows. We have this skin. We're gonna do with eyebrows. So that skin mask I would like take off because you can see the line of where it starts, so I would take it off. But we have the Zaire skin by Khadija 551. Really nice. I would then change the color of the nose mask because it's a little too dark. We got the Benji skin by Khadija 551. These are some full face mask with skins by Gaming with Jazz. She'll be linked in the description. We have a Tupac skin. Okay, why does that kind of look good though? Like, I like that. We have the skin from Euphoria. We have another skin from Euphoria. Okay. The mask, again, I would probably take off or fade out more. Got the Nate skin. Then this skin. I forgot the names of the actors or the characters, so yeah, we got this skin. I think this was Cassie's boyfriend. And then we got the little kid. We got that skin. These are face masks. I don't really use them. This is a skin by Trill Queen. Comes with different types of skins, no eyebrows. I kind of just want to show him with different skins. We got some skins by KikoVanity. I really like that one on him. Okay. Y'all see the bottom lip color went away. Some skins you can't do the bottom lip color with because they're too close in category. We got this skin. We got this skin. So mainly this would be like my last thing. I'll just spend time deciding on what skin I want to go with. This is a skin by, oh, I have to take off the other skin. This is a skin by Trill Queen again. But I'm gonna stick with the skin. My scars went away. I gotta go back to that skin. I'm gonna stick with the skin that I started off with. Let's go get in the teeth. I mentioned teeth in my female tutorial. It's about the same, so nothing major. My favorite teeth to use are by Magic Bot. We got some with gaps, braces, one missing tooth, a gap with fangs, buck teeth, 2 missing in the middle. But we're gonna just stick to some regular teeth. And the same thing that I do with my female Sims. See, I should have wrote out a list because I forgot to mention the same thing that I do with my female Sims. I like to add the veins by Obscurus. Add some veins in his eyes to make him look realistic. So I don't know if y'all can see. Let's go into detail edit mode. Y'all can see the veins in his eyes. Some other details will be like under eye bags, moles, dimples. Let me fix his lips because I think that bottom lip color went away. Let me try to fix that. It might not have. I don't know if I delete, click the ski up, it went away. So let's put that bottom lip color back. So I went over body presets, sliders. Let's get into sliders briefly. I can make his feet bigger. Typically, if they're tall, I'll make their feet bigger. You can make their hands bigger. You can bring the chest, not the arms, the chest out. You can adjust the waist. You can make his arms bigger. One thing I like doing is taking his stomach. So grab his belly button in the middle. Pull it up to make his arms bigger, arms smaller. Arms bigger, arms smaller. You can obviously adjust the neck, thicker or wider. You can make the head longer, ears out more. So there's a lot you can adjust. Lips, you can make the bottom lip bigger. You can adjust the nose, make the pupils bigger, smaller. You can bring the eyelids. You can change the eyebrows. So those are the sliders. I usually add a little oomph to the back, nothing too major. You can make the calf muscles bigger, the legs bigger. But I think that sums up how I create my male Sims. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.
Yeah, I play Animal Crossing, GameCube, 3DS. I ain't never been poor. Used to play Sims 4. Put a little wall around, niggas take the door off, trap 'em in a swimming pool. I don't play Fortnite.